I guess the happy song is also on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Not that like I could log in and listen to it because I don't have an account, but that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Veggie sushi. Listen, I like vegetables and all, but if I'm going to have sushi, I'm going to have sushi. So, I suppose having it together at the same time would make for a more interesting experience.
Also, let us not confuse sushi and sashimi.
But it's more fun.
Sorry, what?
Let's get them confused. It's more fun that way.
Oh, okay. Except that when I get them confused, I need an EpiPen. So no, let's not actually.
Considering the recent price increase in those, that might be something we want to avoid.
Oh gosh. The executive who makes these decisions has got to be the smarmiest looking person on the face of the planet. Have you seen this guy?
Which guy?
Hold on. I can't think of his name. He's like an executive in a big pharma company.
Martin Shkreli?
Upstairs.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, was she? Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna mute.
Just as I was getting ready.
Oh no. I'm curious to see what Seth thinks of that song. The happy song.
I'll have to find it.
Apparently they, as part of it, they took some things they knew, like babies like listening to women's voices and, you know, a major key versus a minor key. And they found out some things like, I guess because babies have a higher, and you know, younger children have a higher heart rate, a higher tempo seems to work better.
Mm-hmm.
And they surveyed like a lot of people and said, hey, what are the sounds that your child, you know, makes them happy? And so it's a lot of things like sneezing and I forget what else. They're just like sounds. I heard a record scratch at one of those, so I guess babies like record scratch noise. So
Wow.
it has sounds like that they worked into it.
Well, they like a lot of like different sounds because they can learn things. Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether it's reluctance or paralysis or what, but I need to hit that start broadcast button, and I'm reluctant to do so. Maybe it's because I feel like I'm running out of ideas or something.
No, just take a deep breath and press the button.
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Count to 5,000. Press the button.
Yeah, I don't think the button's going to get hit if I count to 5,000 while holding my breath. So let's just go ahead and start this and see if I can catch up with where I need to be for this. So hit and start broadcast. Let's do this thing.
On air.
Okay, ladies, gentlemen, and informants, welcome to Project Bankshot Weasel, Season 3, Episode 31, Rumble, Fumble, and Tumble. Not necessarily in that order. The team had gone on a road trip looking for a stolen car and a number of curious legal historical artifacts in the trunk of a car making a break to the north. Somehow these people were able to deploy some peculiar weaponry by the side of the road, which of course has gotten a good deal of police attention, obviously. You had a couple of land yachts crash into each other. Those are the buses with the full service bars on them. Yeah.
That's a good name for them.
Mm-hmm.
The explosions were kind of scary.
Yeah, explosions are generally scary if you're on top of the thing that's exploding. Anyway, the action had kind of been funneled into Calderapestoso, California. Calderapestoso meaning stinking crater. And it is a popular tourist location because there is the Great Mystery Hole, a stinking crater out in the desert by a mountain range, which some people just like to look at, drink, look at some more, drink some more, you know. You know how roadside attractions are. The third world largest ball of twine. Yeah. It's kind of like that. And there's sort of a little town set up around it, and there are some notifications that the area is geologically unstable, but that just makes it exciting, right? The team has been running cars through the storm drains of this makeshift community out in the middle of nowhere, going after... Well, if it rains, you don't want the water puddling up in the town. It's for things like erosion control and whatnot. And anyway, a bunch of people have taken a bunch of cars into the storm drains going after the 2219 Ford Lightning that they believe the culprits were driving to get into the... to get away. Except that didn't happen, and they had to get off onto this little town, and they appear to be cornered.
They appear to be.
Yep. Let's see. We have Praxis and Kiva in one car. In another car, we have Kevin and James. James being Lalibert in this case, who appears to be a professional thug. With a penchant for hand-to-hand combat,
and violence.
Given that he makes his own tools for that. Let's see. Just feeling the need now to.
We have a third car.
Yes, we do. But Matt is not really available for today's session, as I understand it.
Yeah. But we also have a stranger's car, somebody who entered the storm drains at a different place. We met that guy underground, and then we both reversed and took the other junction. So the guy we are looking for is cornered and on several sides between
Yep.
us and this guy. So
we think.
Mm-hmm.
so we think. So we both
How
reverse
exactly
it.
the situation shakes out.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, if you will be handing out assists, I will take a 4th fate point for you. Yeah.
Oh.
Bless
Gesundheit, Seth.
you.
Watch out, he took a fate point.
Bringing me up to 4 for this session. Everyone's had a refresh, and you have more than I do. Admit it.
Yeah. Yeah. That happened.
And so the situation begins today with, let's say, 2 of you coming into a larger chamber. Let's say this is Praxis and Kiva and Kevin and James.
Okay.
So, most of us.
Most of you, yeah.
Not just 2 of us. This means 2 vehicles.
2 vehicles.
2 vehicles, yes.
3
Into a larger
PCs,
chamber.
1 NPC.
Mhm.
So, what is the layout of this chamber that we're in?
Okay, the area you're in now is, it appears to be a storm drain junction for transmitting load various ways, and there is one other way that goes in from here.
So it's like a Y junction?
It's a Y junction, and you
Or a
2
T junction,
vehicles. It's more of a Y junction.
Kevin, they weren't this way. How was your way?
Oh, so we just meet from different sides, right? We get
You
in
meet from different sides. You get in 2 parts of a Y, and there is a pipe going that way.
Okay. No, we met one guy who should be coming out on this side soon. But everybody who is down here longer than us should be here.
Mhm.
Would you like to lead the way? I'll let you do that. That's good.
Okay.
You can go first.
Yes.
I'll give you backup.
I go first. Follow this larger room. There should be someone in here or something. Maybe some roads going to the sides or something.
My phone says I should watch this live stream.
Mhm.
I'm a little confused. That might actually cause problems.
It might, just a little bit, depending how much bandwidth you have.
Should be enough, but who knows?
Okay. So Kevin and James take the pipe first,
Mhm.
and it comes out into a big section of a more cavernous tunnel through which you can see daylight in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And there at the far end of the chamber is the sports car you were looking for. A little beaten up, but...
Oh, that's terrible.
There at the end of the chamber.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we block their exit routes. So just if there is somebody there trying to escape with this car, beaten up or not, then we are blocking their route.
Mm-hmm.
Is somebody in it? Do we see that?
You can't see from here. It has kind of smoky windows, at least
Okay.
from this side.
Okay, just blocking their path to freedom.
Okay, you're going to block the one exit in the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
This is also going to prevent Kiva and Praxis from getting in with their car.
Oh, no. I mean,
That's fine.
I'm blocking their exit from getting real close and standing right in front of them.
Oh, you're actually pulling up to the front of their car.
Yes. As close as possible.
Yeah, their car doesn't move.
Mm-hmm. And when I'm
And
there,
you can get up close and...
Be careful, Kevin. It might be a trap.
I don't believe in traps. When I'm that close that I'm standing right in front of them, I get out of the car and look at them and say, "Busted."
That'll do it.
You crack me up.
rolling for other stuff while I'm at it. Yeah, James sort of comes up behind, taps the car once or twice with that pickaxe-shaped club of his and says, I'm not sure there's anybody in there.
Then I go to the window and look in like that.
It's, yeah, like I said, it's smoky, but it looks kind of like you can't see anybody in there.
Huh. Now I'm looking into the trunk of the car. I think they put something in there.
Okay, you're popping the trunk release and opening the... Okay, so you're opening the door,
Check for traps.
popping the trunk release.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really feel the need to check for traps in this case?
Yes.
I don't.
It's clearly a setup. Well, I mean, Kevin can just open it and I'll just stand back here.
Yeah, you stand back
Something
here.
is
I just open it.
Yeah, you open the car, and there are two empty front seats.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Like notes or a gun, blood, whatever?
Manifesto.
No gun, no gun, no blood. There is a number of... yeah, it looks like someone had the car's notepad open. You know, they come with them these days. It's a basic feature.
Is there anything written in there?
Looks like a number of catalog numbers, locations of stop and prints along the way.
I'm sending that to the team.
It looks like places they visited while they were... yeah, it looks like places they visited or planned to visit on the way up in order to generate their distractions.
I think that's evidence for Maxine, so she can put it on those guys.
Excellent. Yes, this should come in handy. Also, let me add to the notice that everyone be on the lookout for them. They appear to have moved on from the vehicle. Betty, please go into search and detect mode. Let's sniff these guys out. Good girl.
Woof, detective.
You get
And
extra
Betty
batteries
goes-
later. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Back batteries.
And Betty goes running off.
Running off. Okay, and I'm pulling the trunk release so we can see if anything is back there.
You pull the trunk release, and there are a number of things back there.
Yeah.
It looks like there are a number of folders with a few small sealed plaque-like cases containing what look like legal documents. Each one has a chip. Each one has a chip which allows you to fully view each of the documents, every page of the document as it was originally scanned.
Huh.
So just having the case with the documents in it gives you all the information in the documents.
Good. Those don't amount to much in weight or something, right?
They're rather light, yes.
Yes. So I just take the bunch and stuff it into my car to give it to Maxine for review later.
Are there any other exits that people could get out of that aren't necessarily, vehicle drivable? Like, is there a ladder that goes up to?
There's no ladder there is no ladder that goes up. However, why don't you give me a notice roll?
Heck yeah, that's my favorite roll. Rolling at 0.
Oh dear, yeah.
Oh dear.
What happens if 2 of the dice stand on top of each other?
Then they count as pluses.
I hope so, because one of them was a minus.
Yeah.
That's a -2.
Ooh.
Oh. So you wear sunglasses at night.
I probably do. I wear sunglasses in the storm drains. Because it makes me look cool, damn it.
Novel.
Yeah.
I say, well, I don't see anywhere they could have gotten out of here.
When she says that, I'm going to take another notice roll of my own to look around, and it's a 4. I get to 4.
That's much better.
Okay, you get to 4.
Yes.
Let's see, and he's sort of actively resisting that. Ooh, success at slight cost.
Wow.
Okay, Here's what you see.
That's a great cost.
There are a number of other things in the trunk beside the
legal
documents. Looks like there are pots and some trophies and some commemorative bowls and things like that. But it looks like there was a bunch of stuff. It looks like everything was shoved over to one side. So there was something
else was on the other side.
Something else was on the other side of the trunk, and a little distance back from the trunk, you see a pair of parallel lines sort of pressed into the dirt.
Look at that. Seems like somebody pulled something here through the dirt.
Like luggage or something?
Yeah, maybe.
Somebody pulled something, all right. Let's see. Let's see. Andreas has a good deal of craft. So does she. Actually, so does he. Tell you what, Andreas or James, give me a roll on craft, and count the assistance of
the other person.
Not only the other person, but Mr. Lalibert has a good deal of craft as well.
So plus 2.
Craft.
And yeah, I was going to say Kiva has craft too. So that's
plus 3.
Oh, so she does. Yes, that's plus 3.
Okay.
I will let Andreas roll that because so far he's doing pretty good with his rolls as compared to mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever it is, plus 3.
Okay.
So I guess you're starting at
So-
7.
I'm starting at 7 and I'm remaining at 7. That's a neutral roll.
That's the best neutral roll I've ever seen.
Okay, so between the three of you, those parallel lines, they could almost be skids. There are references to a personal mobility device in the list of things scribbled on the car's notepad.
Personal mobility device, like a snow
Like a can't think what they're called now. Like a
quad?
motorized wheelchair scooter thingy.
No, like a portable helicopter.
What? Underground?
Well, it is underground, but there is a big hole above.
Oh, I missed that.
Notice 0. Yeah.
We are too late? That can't be happening to us.
Okay, however,
No!
you also know it is a personal flyer device that 2 people had to use. And it was a short-range lifter to begin with, so they could not have gotten far.
Okay.
Then there is a honking of a horn from behind Praxis's and Kiva's car.
Is that our friend?
Which friend?
The guy we met in the storm drains.
Probably.
Okay, so yeah, we go looking. Who is it? Honking horns.
There is this guy in the car back there. From well, it's hard to tell, but it looks like he's driving a race car of some sort. He's had to lower the wheels in this tunnel, but he sort of leans out the window, and through his helmet, he yells, "So the party's not here, huh? Which way?"
Up! They took a helicopter.
They did?
Small
Okay,
helicopter.
this is not something I expected. So
we neither.
He starts backing up. James looks at you and says, "Wait, why did you tell him that?"
Well, aren't we all in this together trying to catch that guy?
Are we? Who was that?
Some guy. Well, obviously not with the people we're chasing, otherwise he would know. So
okay, I'm going to get his picture from my backup memory and go through police files and see if he's
but we are going to follow him anyway. We are going to get that helicopter. Get in the car.
David, do you want me to do an investigate?
Give me an investigate roll.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not. No, if you want to find out anything specific about him, give me an investigate roll. Otherwise, you've seen this guy already. Yeah, he identified himself as being from the Society of Speedy Skeptics.
The Society of Speedy Skeptics. I'll try and discover an aspect on him while I'm at it, so I can get a sense for if he's really going to be a help or hindrance. 4 as my end result.
Well, that is going to be 2 invokes on on a new aspect.
On the ass. 2 invokes on the ass. Love it. Are we experiencing lag?
No, I'm experiencing scrolling through the document looking for a place to put the... Gonna do that. Gonna set heading 2. Still don't know his name, but I'm gonna give you one aspect you...
Are license plates like QR codes now?
License plates are a combination of QR code, VIN number, and a number of other identifying factors.
So he could totally have his name in his license plate number.
And his DNA.
Yeah.
So.
Wait a minute. There's a situational aspect.
Is there?
Yeah, versus the SSS man, question marks. The church police.
Oh, yeah. That is a... Yeah, but that's a villain boost.
That's what I thought that was. The church
So,
police.
Yeah, Green Poluski, as his name turns out to be.
Green Poluski.
Green Poluski. So I should put him properly in the order here.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the mouse responds. Seriously, mouse. I may have too many windows open.
That can be a thing.
Yeah.
I know that's a thing for me at work every day.
So I take him out of there. Do that.
Matthew, where's Betty? Is she currently up above or down below here?
Betty
So
is above.
I sent her to do scanning, so she probably was running around below until I mentioned the aerial component, at which point she would have jumped out. I don't think that's a safe assumption.
Okay. She's not a dog.
Regrettably, yeah. But she's probably got. That said, she's probably got some very sophisticated, like radar, sonar, heat sensor, detection arrays.
Excellent.
I was sort of hoping that maybe Betty would be able to get a rope from me and we could climb out of here versus having to drive out and take like 10 minutes. That's Betty right there.
There should be the shortest possible way that we will take with the highest possible speed to get upstairs.
Okay. So, driving out of here as quickly as possible?
Yes.
In
With or
reverse.
without James?
James is coming with us, of course. I told him get in the car and then... Vzz.
And then they go running off. Except Kiva and Praxis were parked behind you.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Kiva, Praxis, you're on the move as well?
There are more exits, aren't there?
There are a few exits.
Yes.
Once we back up.
Okay,
Which
there's one
ones?
exit out of the one chamber.
Ah, okay. Only one. Okay.
Oh, do me a favor. Take the radiator cap off of this car. Our opponent's
Oh.
car before we leave.
Yes.
Ah,
We got the time. You drive out here, follow the guy with the helmet. We disable this car and then we follow you.
Sounds good. I get in with my pursuit driver and we go.
Mhm.
Yay, hireling.
Yeah, and as on your way out, you get a report from Betty. I have good news. I have found the local flyer. I have found their personal flyer, and yes, it not only had a very short range, it appears to have had a rough landing.
oh,
Uh-huh.
oh no.
Oh my.
Don't-
Any injuries or fatalities?
Not that I can see, but interviewing some of the witnesses outside the hole, they said it was quite a show.
I just love the idea of a robot dog coming to interview people. Hello, I am a police dog.
Well, did
This
they
will
take a
never
car?
not be
How did they
awesome.
get away?
Yeah, I kind of.
Would you like me to pursue? I have a trail I could follow.
Yes, please, and send the route to the Dragnet team. Let's tighten the lasso.
The Dragnet team has the town of Calderapestoso sequestered.
Excellent.
That was not an easy 7 syllables to say.
Don't even bother trying to say it fast.
It was 9 syllables.
Mm.
Calderapestoso the point taken.
Yes, James. Arf, arf. I am a member of the San Francisco Police Department. Ruff.
Yeah, with
Another
the rough at the end. Hello, citizens. Please answer my questions.
I've got to say,
Well,
talk about PR. Like, what's better than having a super friendly, cute police dog talking to people? I mean, the PR value is
it's
immeasurable.
It's like a printable mascot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of. Hey, maybe that's the case. Maybe Betty is like the mascot. I would spend a fate point on that.
Yeah. More likely she is more likely she's based on the standard template.
She's probably got a mascot body we print for parades.
So
the
let's see.
cartoony Great Dane.
The way you've been running all over the place, I would have said Greyhound or Whippet.
Oh yeah, currently.
Mhm.
Currently, I'm definitely picturing a Whippet. Whippet good.
Now for
Not
some
a bulldog,
reason,
huh?
Now for some reason I'm picturing the police Shih Tzu. This little toy long-haired dog, this little toy artificial long-haired dog that goes to hospitals and visits patients.
Yeah, the police robo-dachshund was a failed experiment. That one didn't do so well.
Robo-Pomeranian.
The robo-Pomeranian. Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
I feel like people
It'll
would drop kick that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
that would be assaulting a police officer. You wouldn't want to do that. That's serious crimes.
Well, imagine assaulting a police drone is slightly less serious than,
Slightly less, yeah.
yeah.
I
It's
don't
more
know.
like
That
destruction
might be
of
treated.
property.
Well, you know how it is if anyone ever does anything to a police horse. That's they don't like that.
I can well imagine. So, let's see. Kiva and Praxis are the first to get out. You know which side to get out because you have the trail that Betty has been following.
All right. Are they still in town, or is it left town again? Well, I guess they couldn't.
They could not leave town because the dragnet is covering the entrance.
Yes.
The only ways out would be sort of off-roading, which they're really not equipped to do, or over the mountain, which they would also need specialized equipment for. And
they had a personal 2-person helicopter in their trunk. I would not be surprised if they can go off-roading. Okay, I mean, if you got a folded-up helicopter, they have rocket packs. I'm sure of it.
Those tend to be a little difficult. Those tend to be a bit difficult to control.
Challenge accepted.
Plus exhaust burns.
Gotta wear the right pants for it.
And so the trail...
Sorry.
Yeah, the trail leads to a shack.
To a shack.
Shaquille O'Neal.
To one of the outbuildings at the edge of town.
That's really suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
The way you're saying that, are you saying that we have gotten there already, or that's where we know it's going to be once we drive there?
That's where you know it's going to be once you drive out, and you have driven out.
Okay. Wait.
Okay, you've just gotten out, and you know where the trail leads.
You're confusing me. All right, I will. We'll go there quickly but safely, not recklessly.
Mm-hmm. Right.
At great cost.
And there's the shack over there, and there's Betty over there watching it.
All right, Kiva, I think we should surround it.
Sounds good to me.
Try to make a break for it. So I guess we will get out and we will kind of take up positions like a couple dozen yards away outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just so we have eyes on it and they can't run away.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 or 2 police units are starting to make a cautious approach as well, because it certainly looks like they're cornered. But something happens.
Oh no! The roof opens up and a Titan 5 or a Saturn 5 rocket just shoots out the top.
Yeah, it wouldn't have had time to print that.
They just found it there. It was a coincidence. They spent a fate point.
Don't say stuff like that.
Keeps it interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have guns now.
Now, what's going to happen is a loud burst of some sort from inside the shack. Sounds like a muffled explosion.
Huh.
And Betty does respond, gun.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
Can we get a trajectory? Were they firing out of the shack, or was it like someone shooting someone else within the shack?
Someone shooting someone else within the shack.
Oh.
I think that's going to end our friend Mr. Adams.
Wow.
Let's get medical assistance.
Yeah.
And Is there just like one entrance to it?
There are two entrances to the shack, and if you want to be specific about it, there is a car parked about 40 feet away. One that is capable of off-roading, because that's something that they do around here occasionally. So that's the situation at the moment. You have a shack with two exits, a car some distance away.
Betty, can you disable that car?
Just a moment, going over to it now. So Betty's going to make a dash over to the car.
Okay, and I pull out my firearm to cover her and ask people to do the same so I can assist someone who fires if necessary.
I don't know how I'm supposed to cover Betty, but you probably don't want me to have a gun. I'm concerned that somebody is bleeding to death inside.
Yeah, that's okay, James says over the channel. I'll have yours. Never mind, I got one of my own.
Okay. And what about my getaway driver?
Your getaway driver? She has a pistol with her, but not as much of not as exciting a weapon as yours.
Okay.
Let's see. We need to do that.
Come on. So they can hear them when you do that.
Yeah, there is a big explosion right next to Betty and the car.
No.
And Betty sends up a notice. Silicon Valley boot engaged. It's a lock that only the police can undo. It's also only a lock the police can apply, so Betty does technically have police power.
Awesome.
Who's acting next? As this is now an armed standoff in a shack.
Awesome.
How are you choosing to handle this?
Good question. I was kind of hoping when we find the guys, they are going to give up. I think we need to know what's going on. So, does the shack have windows?
The shack does not have much in the way of windows in order to prevent extra light from getting in. It has little cameras and simulated windows inside. All the better to keep the air conditioning. Let's go around the table then. One of the four of you speak up, please. And tell me what you're doing.
Yeah, I assume I took my action, so...
Well, you asked Betty to get over there and lock up the car, which she did.
Yeah. I mean, if other people forfeit, I will go again, but...
I'm going to sneak closer to the shack to listen in and try to find out what's going on inside.
Okay. Let's see. We're going to call this 2 steps. The first is going to be a stealth roll to get closer.
Yes. Stealth.
Stealth.
I'm using lore because
Oh,
I've
dear.
read about stealth.
Yeah. Yeah, they keep quiet in libraries, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Okay, and a neutral roll. So when I'm starting, if I'm starting from 0, then I'm getting way up to 0.
Well, you're starting at 0. Okay, you've got a 0.
By the
Well,
way-
we're also...
By the way, they keep quiet in libraries, don't they? Would be a great name for a stunt that lets you substitute lore for stealth.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, I'm a
Now
librarian.
I should make this fairer and put the roll up on... Okay, so it sounds like someone is still going to notice you. Let's see if you pick up any good information before you get close enough. So I'm going to give you a -1 on the subsequent notice roll.
Okay,
So you're rolling at 2.
I'm rolling a 2, and I am getting to 3.
Good enough. You hear something along the lines of, "Hey, you're not the only... You shot me!"
Okay.
You know, you're not the only one that can use this fancy drive. I wonder what you'd do if I did this.
That sounds bad.
That sounds bad. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going.
So the situation is, well, the good news is the situation is escalating inside the shack before it escalates outside.
Yeah, I'm signaling the team that there are 2 guys inside, and they are talking.
Okay, immediately upon seeing the 2 fingers held up, I report to everyone that the situation is either peaceful or victorious. I'm not sure which, but we'll get clarification very soon.
Yeah, we should have decided on some kind of signals.
Kevin, just
Like
tell us.
a 20-foot high hologram of an overflowing toilet.
Nice. Did that happen right when the gunshot went off? That Kevin was listening to that?
No, it went off
after.
a little after. Mm-hmm.
After the gunshot, I snuck up to listen.
And you didn't get quite close enough before being noticed. Also, as for the whole being noticed thing, let's see. Andreas, let's see. Kevin has athletics at 2.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to make the athletics roll to defend against being shot.
I politely decline.
I think you're in good shape here.
That's good
Oh.
because I'm at athletics 2 and I'm rolling to athletics 1 because I'm rolling 1-.
That's still good enough.
Yay.
So you did not. Yes, not only were you not hit by that, but in some way you've made him unready to act further. Name your boost.
Huh.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Boost is
Like maybe there was a ricochet or something and he missed and it like hit a rock.
So
and
wait, did they get
shattered.
outside or did they shoot through the door?
They're shooting from inside the door. They have it someone has it sort of cracked open and is firing out.
Okay.
Judging by the voices you've heard, Antonio Adams is the guy that got shot, and William Michaels is the guy doing the shooting.
Okay. Then I'm going to call the booth. I'm closer than they think, so that they misjudged my position.
That's clever.
Yep.
And so you get a boost. I stuck it under in Calderapestoso, California. Praxis, doing anything in this case?
Well, actually, I apologize, but
For the
may I
classical
just
music.
interject really quickly?
Go ahead.
The held action we had for cover fire.
Mm.
Can I call upon that for everybody that was aiming? Waiting for a moment to shoot.
Okay.
I would call that open door and firing a rationale to get a shot off.
Okay. Let me click this as it might be slowing me
I'm
down.
not sure who the best shooter is,
Mhm.
so I'm providing an assist.
Me. Here, let's just see what I would roll with my 0.
Unless a bunch of us have one, in which case
That's technically a result of 0.
I will roll with, 2 people helping me?
Well, not me.
No.
Matt, I don't know how to tell you this, but Vaccine doesn't currently have the best shoot in the group.
I didn't think so.
That should be
She
changed.
is more of
I
a
think.
detecty.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting is something she does as a last resort.
Yeah, James is a bit more perfority.
Mm-hmm.
You want him to take the shot?
Take
Yes, take the shot, and I will give +1.
Wow. It should be a first in his career.
Being helped by the police?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, problematic. Now we have to take into account his athletics.
This is
Can I spend a fate point to give him a reroll?
Yes, you can.
actually you should have David spend one of his fate points to get a reroll.
Could, won't.
Good. No.
Let me try to persuade you.
Yeah,
With-
let's
with
see
a-
how this defense goes, but I might spend a fate point.
Let me try to persuade you with a deceive check.
Okay, let's see. First, let's do ooh, good defense on his part.
Yeah, I'm not gonna blow the fate point because even if I if we turn that to a, even if I add 2, I'm still not there. So I'd need a really solid roll. So no, I'll hold on to my fate point. My next action, I'll start verbal combat.
Oh, there's another thing to consider. Mm-hmm.
Because that's actually Vaccine's forte.
Right, and
The Gish Gallop.
Kevin can hear. Kevin from inside the shack can hear. Wait, what are you printing?
Mm-mm.
That's
Who is
bad.
printing anything?
Someone. Okay, Michael just asked Antonio, "What are you printing?"
Ah. I'm relaying
Oh,
that
yeah,
to the
and
team. I remembered that I can put up an audio connection, so I'm sending what I hear to the team.
Like corrugated metal or like
reinforced and insulated because, you know, desert heat.
oh. I was going to gently ram the side of it with my car, and then maybe Kiva could go in the other door, but I'm not so sure about that now. Crud. I still think Kiva sneaking in is probably a good idea, but I don't know how I can assist.
So there's only one door? Yeah, but...
There is a door in the front and a door in the back.
Oh, a door in the back. Okay.
There are two doors on opposite sides of the shack.